The myth of the Minotaur is a fascinating story that has endured through the centuries, interweaving elements of Greek mythology, family conflicts and mysterious labyrinths. It dates back to the time of the legendary King Minos of Crete, whose history is full of intrigue, betrayal and divine punishment. Hello people, welcome to Stories, Curiosities and Mysteries. Today we will see a story of the Minotaur, but before starting, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a good like, it will help me a lot to move forward. Well, without further ado, what to say, let's start. The legend of the Minotaur dates back to the island of Crete, ruled by the legendary King Minos. This ruler had achieved the throne through an agreement with Poseidon, the god of the sea. To demonstrate his loyalty to the gods, Minos promised to sacrifice a majestic white bull that Poseidon had sent as a gift. However, dazzled by the beauty of the animal, he decided to leave it and offer another bull in its place. The wrath of the gods soon manifested itself, and Poseidon placed a curse on the royal family. Pasiphae, Minos' wife, was consumed by an uncontrollable desire for the white bull. With the help of the inventor and architect Daedalus, she embarked on a desperate ruse. Daedalus built a hollow wooden cow that would allow Pasiphae to satisfy her passion. From this unusual union was born the Minotaur, a half-man, half-bull creature, destined to be a shame to royalty and a reminder of the divine curse. Minos, embarrassed by the existence of the Minotaur, decided to keep it a secret. Daedalus, the creator of the labyrinth, designed a complex network of intricate hallways and corridors, a structure impossible to navigate without help. The Minotaur was locked in this labyrinth, becoming its guardian and condemning it to feed on human flesh. To appease Minos' anger and protect her own people, Athens agreed to send tribute to Crete as payment for defeat in a war. This tribute consisted of 7 young men and 7 maidens who were given to the Minotaur every certain period. This periodic tragedy plunged Athens into an endless cycle of pain and sacrifice. Theseus, prince of Athens and budding hero, decided to end the cycle of terror. Volunteering to be part of the tribute, he set out to defeat the Minotaur and free the people from him. His determination and courage took him to Crete, where he met Ariadne, the daughter of Minos. Ariadne, moved by Theseus' bravery, fell in love with him and decided to help him. Cunningly, she provided him with a ball of thread and advised him to unwind it as he progressed through the labyrinth, assuring him a way back once he faced the Minotaur. Theseus followed Ariadne's advice and, armed with courage and the thread as a guide, entered the labyrinth. He faced challenging obstacles and eventually came face to face with the Minotaur in a fierce confrontation. Theseus, equipped with his bravery and the strategy provided by Ariadne, faced the Minotaur in the heart of the labyrinth. The battle was intense. Theseus's every move was imbued with determination as he fought the beast. Using his cunning and skills, he managed to defeat the monster, freeing Athens from the threat of the Minotaur and ending the cycle of human sacrifice. Following the thread that Ariadne had given him, Theseus found his way back through the labyrinth, taking with him the young Athenians who had been destined as tribute. However, in the confusion and rush to escape, Theseus forgot the promise he had made to Ariadne. In his victory and eagerness to save his people, he accidentally abandoned the young princess on the island of Naxos, unleashing a personal tragedy in the midst of her heroic triumph. Ariadne, marooned on the island, faced an overwhelming sense of desolation and betrayal. The promise of love and freedom that Theseus had offered her vanished along with the boat that left the island without her. Wounded by disappointment, Ariadne was left alone, facing an uncertain destiny in unknown lands. Theseus, triumphant over his victory over the Minotaur, returned to Athens as an acclaimed hero. The citizens received him with celebrations and praise for freeing his people from the terrible tribute and for having defeated the monster. The return of Theseus marked the end of terrifying human sacrifices at the hands of the Minotaur. Athens was freed from the fear and oppression that had dominated their lives for so long. The prince's bravery and ingenuity became a symbol of hope and freedom for the city. However, although Theseus managed to free the people from him, Ariadne's fate on the island of Naxos was left in the shadows. His broken promise and her abandonment became a dark part of Theseus's heroic deed, leaving a stain on her victory and reminding him of the fragility of promises made in times of triumph. This unexpected turn of events illustrates the duality of humans, the bravery and victory of Theseus contrasted with the forgotten promise and desolation of Ariadne. This part of the story shows how even heroes can make mistakes and how impulsive decisions can have unexpected and painful consequences. The myth of the Minotaur, the labyrinth, and the bravery of Theseus became part of the legacy of Greek mythology. This epic story has endured through the centuries, continuing as a narrative that explores the struggle between good and evil, the human capacity to face unfathomable challenges, and the complexities of interpersonal relationships. The Labyrinth of Crete, a structure designed by Daedalus to enclose the Minotaur, is one of the most enigmatic elements of this story. Its complexity and its ability to disorient those who entered it have become symbols of the inner search and complexity of the human being. Furthermore, the figure of Theseus is a classic example of heroism. His bravery in facing the monster and his cunning in using Ariadne's ball as a tool to find his way back to him symbolize the human ability to overcome seemingly impossible challenges. Ariadne's story is also fascinating. Her help to Theseus, motivated by love and compassion, contrasts with the later abandonment she experienced. This duality in her story has been interpreted in different ways, showing the complexity of human relationships and the consequences of impulsive decisions. Furthermore, the conflict between Athens and Crete, represented through human sacrifices, reflects the historical clashes and tensions between different civilizations and the way in which these conflicts are resolved, whether through alliances, heroic deeds or divine acts. Throughout history, the myth of the Minotaur has been reinterpreted in various literary works, such as Greek tragedies, which explore themes such as destiny, morality, and the complexities of the human condition. It has also been represented in paintings, sculptures and popular culture, keeping alive its relevance and its ability to inspire new interpretations and reflections. The legend of the Minotaur, beyond its epic plot, carries with it a wealth of meanings and teachings that have endured over time. This mythological story results in various aspects of the human experience and has been interpreted in multiple ways throughout history. The labyrinth in which the Minotaur was imprisoned symbolizes the intricate challenges and obstacles we face in our lives. It represents the complexity of existence, the tortuous paths we must travel to face our own fears and internal monsters. Human sacrifice as a tribute to the Minotaur sheds light on issues such as oppression, power and social injustices. This aspect of the myth raises questions about ethics and morality, as well as the decisions we make when faced with difficult dilemmas. The figure of Theseus, with his bravery and determination to face the monster, symbolizes the inner strength and capacity of the human being to face seemingly insurmountable challenges. However, his forgetfulness of the promise made to Ariadne reminds us of the fragility of our actions and the importance of empathy and responsibility in our decisions. Ariadne, abandoned on the island of Naxos, represents human vulnerability and the consequences of broken promises. Her story offers insight into the pain of being abandoned and the struggle to find redemption and meaning in the midst of adversity. Taken as a whole, the myth of the Minotaur is a complex tapestry that reflects the complexities of the human condition, bravery and cowardice, triumph and tragedy, love and betrayal. Throughout the centuries, this story has served as a mirror to reflect on our own internal struggles, ethical challenges, and search for redemption and forgiveness. And this was one of the several stories of the Minotaur, and what do you think? Was it real or not? Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time.